Princess Isabella of Denmark is turning 18 and she looked stunning, like so incredibly stunning at an 18th birthday concert thrown in her honor here in Copenhagen. And Royal Fashion News was there, guys, to capture all the amazing action. So we will go into detail about the outfits, the jewelry, all the things related to this wonderful and amazing event. It was so cool to cover it in person. So let's get into it. But if you haven't been to Royal Fashion News before, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you have a passion for royal fashion, you shall find a home and maybe a tiara here that you would love to enjoy. So guys, we appreciate your support so much. Hit that subscribe button and let's go ahead and get into it. And I will do a deeper dive into sort of what it was like to actually cover it, I think, on Royal News Network. But today is all about the fashion. And we have a gorgeous look here for Princess Isabella. I actually did a whole Substack on it if you are interested in that as well. It's a Jesper hovering dress, and I believe it was custom made, and this very much reminds me of Grace Kelly during her time with Alfred Hitchcock. It has a very 50s feel. The bodice is gorgeously fitted and made. I mean, this is truly a stunning dress. Now, sometimes it may show up a little bit as a black, but it is actually a very dark navy. Actually, in some of my overexposed pictures, which I'll show you here, you can actually pick up on that even more. It was beautiful to look at, unbelievably incredible. I mean, it's challenging, guys, because you're trying so hard to take pictures. I had people in my way, so it was a bit challenging. Even though I was in the press area, I got there a little bit later than I should have. So my spot was not perfect. And so I did get some great pictures, but not like the perfect flawless pictures other people were able to get in some instances. So I do think, though, this dress completely and utterly shines. It was a perfect dress to wear to this event. I think it was both understated, yet had a very princessy feel. You get the Grace Kelly effect. And it was so modern, classic, elegant, timeless, seamless. It was just like she could wear this now and 50 years from now and would still look absolutely fabulous. So for her sort of, you could say, big royal debut in many ways, I think this knocked it out of the park. And it seems like maybe navy is a bit of a trend for her because all her family kind of followed that. It also has this gorgeous detail here in the back. I'm not sure if I'm totally in love with that. I'd have to maybe see it more and in person. Again, I was further away, so this was sometimes the best pictures I could get. And so I'm not sure, again, if I love it or not. Just not sure if it's to that level, but I think the front of the dress is absolute perfection. When it comes to her earrings, she decided to wear, or I guess was allowed to borrow, her mother's Brun Rasmussen diamond pendant earrings. These are some pieces that she picked up a couple of years ago. She debuted them for Prince Christian's, now Crown Prince Christian's 18th birthday gala in 2023. So it seems like it's sort of now become a tradition for the ladies to wear these particular earrings for somebody's 18th birthday. So we'll see if that trend continues. But again, so perfect. Also, the updo, guys, was really amazing. This twist at the top, absolutely incredible. I caught it in a couple of pictures. So glad that I did. We also have her wearing what looks like to me to be a small Cartier love bracelet. So this is not the full size, it's a smaller version. And she's also wearing a bangle that is part of a tradition for the descendants of Princess Margaret of Connaught. And she married the future king of Sweden. She died before she could become queen of Sweden, but it seems to have passed down through the female line of the family. I was kind of confused, either inherit or they make more of these particular bangles for the ladies to wear. And so Isabella was wearing this for her birthday. She was also wearing a diamond bracelet and a ring as well on her ring finger. I could not tell exactly where these pieces came from, but again, beautiful, beautiful pieces nonetheless, but very understated jewelry. I was really hoping for tiara. Sans, it wasn't there. And then she also had, it looks like, some 85 millimeter black satin pumps. I would guess they're GM Vito Rossi, although to be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure. It's always so hard to tell on these things because really, in many ways, all these shoes look alike. So it's sort of hard to tell. That would be my guess, though. but I think she looked absolutely fabulous. By far, I think the best dressed there, and she looked incredible. Like, this is how you do it. This is how you debut as a young royal. It really is stunning look. Can't wait to see more from her because I was a little disappointed about her look on Friday when they did a smaller event up in a different part of Denmark. I would say Aarhus, but somebody pronounced it for me today, and that was not remotely what I was going for. So I was like, I have no idea. So I'm not, guys, going to even try. So we will leave that there. I'm not sure about her clutch, but it is also a beautiful piece as well. Now let's move on to her mother, Queen Mary of Denmark, who I have to agree, somebody mentioned this, and now I see it and I can't unsee it, is that I feel like I've been very underwhelmed by Mary recently. And I have to say, I am underwhelmed by this look as well. She is wearing a black bodice blouse with a very textured skirt, both by Marlene Berger. And I just think this looks sort of terrible. It's not great. It sort of feels both dated and not in sync with everybody else's look. And I imagine she has to have a blue look in there somewhere. I mean, she wore blue for her son, Crown Prince Christian's 18th birthday. He was in Prince Christian. And I just feel like, I just feel for this. But Mary did not disappoint me in another way, though, because she busted out, guys, some of the pieces of the Danish ruby collection. Now, I won't say the word. It's usually like a parure is usually how I pronounce it. Everybody hates it. So I'm going to ignore that for right now, guys, because to see this in person with my bare eyes was amazing. So what I try to do when I'm at these events, because there's so much going on, I'm trying to get picture, I'm trying to get video, I'm failing, it seems like at every level here. And I had a lot of people in front of me, which made things kind of challenging. I also had a camera that I was hoping would capture things, but people ended up standing in front of it. So I basically didn't get any usable coverage from that. So I was actually holding my gimbal in one hand and my massive camera in the other. So my video is not great, but I always try to actually look at them in person, not just through the lens, just really actually look at them. And I have to say, from what I recall, the Danish rubies shined. They were beautiful. They were really incredible to see in person. She's wearing a big brooch from the set, the necklace, the earrings, and a bracelet as well. Now, I still would really, really love to see the tiara in person, but this display was really great. I'm so glad she wore the jewelry, kind of makes up for the subpar outfit. But I just have to say, guys, to see them in person. Like my heart sings, guys. I've seen so many pieces of jewelry this week. Like, it's been absolutely insane. The girls of Great Britain and Ireland, Queen Alexandra's Kokoshnik tiara, like so many pieces. I went to Cartier twice, to the Cartier exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Museum twice to look at pieces because I missed some the first time, guys. I missed a huge brooch with the massive pink diamond in it last time I went through because it was so crowded. Second time wasn't so bad, so we will revisit Cartier. Don't you worry. But I have to say, seeing the Danish rubies on Mary was incredible. So I have to say, loved it so much. We also have Princess Josephine, who is a younger sister. She's actually twins with Prince Vincent, and she redesigned a look that she wore for her brother's 18th birthday gala, and she bedazzled the sleeves this time inside and the top of the outfit. I do like the construction of sort of the bodice. It has sort of an interesting construction there. It's kind of also underwhelming. It's a jumpsuit, but this is her sister's day to shine, so I think it's perfectly fine to be somewhat underwhelming here. The boys all look great, although I do have to say Prince Vincent looks like his suit is a little too big. I wonder if it's his big brother's suit, and they're slowly trying to get him to grow into it because he has like grown all of a sudden, and you see more man and less boy in a couple of pictures, and I'm like, wow, he's really growing up. So he's gonna be a looker, I think. He's gonna be a real handsome guy. We also have Crown Prince Christian, who is quite handsome as well, and he looks like he's lost maybe a smidge of weight since joining the military academy or doing some military training. So he's looking good. He actually did not attend the previous event because he was doing that training, and he will probably be besides Prince George, the most eligible bachelor in Europe because most of the thrones are being inherited by women. So he is sort of the odd man out, you could say, in a sea of women. So he is looking good though, but everybody's looking so dapper. And just to round it up real quickly, we have Queen Marguerite of Denmark, who wore a purple dress with a fur stole here. I will have to say she was looking a little frail. She struggled to get up the steps there for a second, but she did make it. She looked great. She got a big cheer when she arrived. So people still love her very, very much. She abdicated for a variety of health reasons, so it does make sense. We also have her sisters, so Anne Marie of Greece and Princess Benedict, respectively. Queen Anne Marie is in the green, and they both looked good. Nothing too exciting. We also have Prince Gustav and Princess Karina. They both looked good. Karina had a sort of magenta outfit, and it was sort of interesting because I think she addressed the people, because she's originally from the States, I believe, and she actually addressed some of the people greeting her in English. So English is very common to find here in Denmark, and so you basically everybody speaks English. My understanding is a lot of the Scandinavian countries start kids with English as their first language in school rather than their native tongue, which makes sense because you can learn your native tongue at home. You can learn the grammar later, like the kind of the specifics. But when it comes to interacting with the rest of the world, really English is the way to go. And then we also have Princess Isabella's cousins, Count Nikolai and Count Felix, who both looked dapper in their velvet blazers, or suits, I guess you could say. Both of them looked very handsome. So guys, this is our roundup for Princess Isabella's 18th birthday gala. Everybody looked amazing, but the birthday girl, she absolutely shined. Bravo, Princess Isabella. You looked amazing. And guys, we will hopefully maybe get more content tomorrow, sort of about the behind the scenes of the event and everything on Royal News Network. So keep an eye out for that in a little bit. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe if you love royal fashion content. I would love to have you back, and we shall talk again very soon. Bye.
We don't count the carats, we count the centuries.